The hardest workers rarely get promoted. Not because they lack talent, but because they fell into 4 traps nobody warned them about. Sarah had been the top performer on her team for 3 straight years. Every quarterly review blowed. Every deadline met. And last Tuesday, she watched someone she trained walk into the corner office that should have been hers. If this sounds familiar, you're not lazy, you're not unlucky, and you're definitely not imagining it. The system that rewards hard work and the system that decides promotions are 2 completely different machines. Today I'm going to show you exactly why they keep passing you over and what you can actually do about it. Most high performers share one fatal flaw: they let their work speak for itself. Except it doesn't. Your manager sees maybe 20% of what you actually do in a week. The rest disappears into Slack threads, quiet fixes, and problems you solved before anyone even noticed. Meanwhile, the person who presents in every meeting and CC's leadership on every email looks like they're carrying the team. This isn't about being fake or self-promotional. It's about understanding that decisions happen in rooms you're not in. If the people making promotion decisions don't know what you've done, it simply didn't happen. A McKinsey study on career advancement found that visibility to senior leadership was the single strongest predictor of upward mobility, stronger than performance ratings themselves. You could be the best engineer, the sharpest analyst, the most dependable manager on the floor. None of it counts if the right people can't name your contributions from memory. Nobody warns you about this one. Being irreplaceable in your current role is the fastest way to get stuck there forever. Think about it from your boss's perspective for a second. If you're the only person who can handle client escalations, or the only one who knows the legacy system inside out, promoting you creates a hole. Who fills the gap you leave behind? So instead of moving you up, they keep you exactly where you are and call it being essential. They'll praise you in team meetings and hand you a gift card at the holiday party. But the promotion goes to someone who's easier to replace. The cruel irony is that the better you are at your job, the more expensive it becomes to move you out of it. Organizations optimize for stability, not fairness. Your excellence becomes the chain that holds you in place. The skills that made you excellent at your current level are almost never the skills required at the next one. Individual contributors get promoted for execution, shipping fast, solving hard problems, sweating the details. But manager and director roles demand influence, delegation, and strategic thinking. Nobody sends you a memo when the rules change. So you keep doing what earned you gold stars before, not realizing the entire scorecard flipped. I watched a brilliant software developer get passed over 3 times at a Fortune 500 company. She could debug anything, ship features ahead of schedule, and mentor junior devs without breaking a sweat. But when leadership looked at her, they didn't see a director. They saw their best coder, and they didn't want to lose that. She never practiced presenting to executives or building business cases for technical decisions. The gap wasn't effort. It was awareness of what the next level actually required. Let's talk about the uncomfortable part. Relationships matter more than most high performers want to admit. Not in a manipulative, backstabbing, house of cards way. In a people promote people they trust and know way. Promotion decisions are rarely made by one person reviewing a spreadsheet of your metrics. They happen through conversations between leaders who advocate for their people behind closed doors. If nobody at that table is fighting for your name, your performance review is just a document sitting in a folder. Building relationships with skip-level managers and cross-functional leaders isn't playing politics. It's doing the actual work of career management that nobody teaches you. The people who get promoted aren't always the smartest in the room. They're the ones who made sure the right people understood both their value and their ambition. That's not manipulation, that's communication. So what do you do with all of this? First, stop waiting to be noticed. Start sending a brief monthly update to your manager highlighting your impact, not your tasks, your impact. Revenue saved, problems prevented, goals you pushed forward. Second, start training your replacement. I know that sounds scary, but hear me out. Document your processes, cross-train a teammate, and make yourself promotable by making yourself replaceable. Third, study the job description one level above yours right now. Identify the 2 or 3 skills where you're weakest and start building them before you get the title, not after. Ask your manager directly, what would need to be true for me to be considered for the next level? That single question changes the entire dynamic of your relationship. Fourth, build one genuine relationship each month with someone outside your immediate team. Coffee chats, project collaborations, whatever feels natural to you. Just expand who knows your work and your character beyond your own little corner. Here's what I want you to do in the next 10 minutes. Open your email or your notes app and write down 3 things you accomplished this month that nobody above your manager knows about. That's your starting point. That tiny list is the gap between where you are and where you should be. Talent gets you in the door, but visibility, strategy, and relationships are what get you up the stairs. You've already proven you can do the work, now it's time to make sure the right people actually see it. Share this with someone who deserves that promotion, and I'll see you in the next one. That's a wrap, thanks for watching. If this gave you one idea you can use today, hit like and subscribe. See you in the next one.